There once was a king renowned for his strength, wealth, and boundless arrogance. He possessed everything he desired.
I own everything.
Palaces of gold, silk curtains, hundreds of servants and concubines, and women beyond counting. Yet his heart never knew contentment. He was not satisfied with ruling the land alone. He took pleasure in dominating every beautiful woman in his kingdom as if they were his private property. He believed that everything within the realm belonged to him, even other men's wives. Day and night, the palace echoed with the scent of wine and the sound of music. Poets and dancers sang his praises, and he surrendered to his desires, calling them love. In that same kingdom lived a simple man in a small village, Ethan the blacksmith.
God grant me strength to shape the iron true.
He was hardworking, honest, and upright in character.
Every strike makes you stronger.
Ethan, my darling, I feel safe beside you.
The fire of his forge never went out.
I love you so much.
And his hammer never ceased striking iron. Despite his poverty, his face shone with satisfaction and contentment. His wife, Lily, was a beautiful woman, fair-skinned, intelligent, and sharp-witted, often cited as an example among the village women. People used to say, Ethan may be poor, but his fortune in his wife surpasses everyone else's. Lily loved her husband deeply, yet her heart trembled with fear of the tyrant King Victor's greed. One day, the king set out on a hunting trip, and his procession passed through the forest near Ethan's village. Overcome by thirst, he stopped at a well to drink. By coincidence, Lily had come to fill her water jar. The moment his eyes fell upon her, time seemed to freeze. Her face, damp with sweat, radiated captivating innocence, and droplets of water falling from her hair shimmered like pearls. King Victor said to himself, "This woman must belong in my palace." He asked one of his soldiers about her, and soldier Adrian replied with a bow, "My lord, she is the wife of Ethan the blacksmith." A wicked smile spread across the king's lips. "A blacksmith's wife," he said. "Then the blacksmith will soon be my guest." That evening, turmoil swept through Oakwood Village when a royal messenger arrived bearing a proclamation ordering Ethan the blacksmith to appear at Victor's palace the next day, where the king would grant him a special reward. Ethan trembled with fear. He had never entered the palace before. Lily saw the anxiety in his eyes and smiled to calm him. "Do not be afraid, Ethan," she said. "Perhaps it is a reward for your hard work." But her heart knew the truth. She had seen King Victor's gaze. It was not thirst for water, but thirst for desire. The next morning, Ethan put on new clothes and went to the palace. King Victor sat upon his magnificent throne, surrounded by ministers and guards. Smiling, the king said, "Ethan, I have heard you are a skilled blacksmith, that there is magic in your hands." Ethan bowed humbly. "My lord, this is by God's grace, and then by your generosity." The king then announced his demand. "I want you to forge me a unique sword, one that never rusts and never loses its sharpness, no matter how much time passes." Ethan nodded. "As you command, my lord." The king gave him gold and silver, then added a cruel condition. "You are not to leave the palace until the sword is completed." Ethan obeyed, unaware of the true intent behind the order. King Victor's plan was clear, to keep Ethan detained, leaving the path open to Oakwood Village and Lily alone. That night, the king issued a secret command to his closest soldiers. "Go tomorrow to the blacksmith's village and bring his wife to the palace. Tell her the king wishes to reward her." But the king did not know that Lily was not only beautiful, she was exceptionally clever. When the soldiers arrived at night, Lily saw them from afar. She hurried to extinguish the oil lamp by the door, plunging the house into darkness, then hid behind the curtain. The soldiers knocked and called out, "By order of the king, come with us." Disguising her voice, Lily asked from behind the door, "What does the king want?" One of them replied, "The king is pleased with your husband's work and wants you at the palace." She said softly, "Very well, I will go, but I have one condition." The soldiers exchanged surprised glances. "And what is it?" I will not enter the king's palace except as queens do, fully adorned, wearing a red cloak, with a veil covering my face until sunrise. Thinking the condition simple, the soldiers agreed and returned to the palace. But Lily had already devised a brilliant plan. Before dawn, she went to her elderly, nearly blind neighbor and said, "Mother, the king has summoned me, and I am afraid. Please wear this red cloak and go in my place. All you must do is bow before him. The rest is up to me." The old mother, Martha, laughed and said, "My daughter, your mind is the mind of a queen. I will do as you say.